Okay, so the last time I played Phasmophobia, I was playing with a friend, and he brutally and mercilessly murdered me amid a string of just very, very ill-fated hunts. And as a result, I have, as you can see, $23 to my name, which is not enough to buy really anything useful. Lucky for me, one of today's objectives is to survive with starter items only. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go back to basics. We're going to go right back to square one. We're going to play the classic Tanglewood, and we're even, and I'm sorry about doing this, but we're going to do it on amateur just to build up a little bit of confidence and also to give us that feeling of starting again. Once we survive a game on amateur, we can move up to intermediate and then professional. Let's get going. So this, like I know this probably isn't going to be as interesting as some of the professional streamers out there who have like the full truck, all the equipment. They know what they're doing a little bit better than I do. They've got quicker response time. They know how to use their keyboard, unlike I do. But you know, this might be interesting for anyone who's just starting out playing Phasmophobia, anyone who's just starting to learn the game mechanics or doesn't really know how to recognize a ghost event from a hunt. Or how to use various equipment, how to find various pieces of evidence. So this might serve as a bit of a tutorial for anyone out there who's just looking to learn. Okay, for a second there, thought my game had frozen. So first things first, let's grab the key. That's always the first thing you want to do. Mark Bailey. Alright, well, EMF is a very nice objective to get. Objective number 3 there, because I always start with EMF anyway, so that's a really, really good one to start with. Oh god, we're going to go back to crappy torch. Second thing you always want to do is check where the breaker is when you're on anything other than nightmare mode. Does professional mode show you where the breaker is? I don't know, I can't remember. But if you're playing on amateur or intermediate, you obviously want to check where the breaker is. Mark Bailey, that's going to be an important name to remember. Now, I always start with the EMF just because it's a very easy piece of evidence to get early on. And unlike some of the evidence items, even if you're not necessarily, like for example, if you're using Spirit Box is good to get the ghost location, but only if it is a ghost that has Spirit Box as an evidence piece. EMF, every ghost is going to give you at least 2 or 3 on EMF. Now every ghost hunt starts pretty much the same. You want to be listening carefully for any signs of movement. Anything being thrown, any door touches. And I usually start by going around looking for the bone and the cursed object. On Tanglewood, the cursed object can be the cards, which is over on that table, can be the mirror, which is here. Oop, here we go. So we've got activity here, which means it could be a hallway ghost roaming around this here, or it could be in this room here. Nancy's bedroom. Now we only got a very tiny bit of EMF there because I got it right at the tail end. Still looking for the bone. Music box would be in the nursery, which is the room we were just in. Whoop. Okay, I think it's probably a hallway ghost, judging by its range. No bone in here? No, definitely that likes touching doors. Alright, now one little trick you can do, even if you don't have a UV light, is you can actually take a photo of the door, and if the ghost has fingerprints as an evidence piece, it will show up. So, music box is there. If the ghost has fingerprints as an evidence piece, it will show up in the photo. So I think this is a hallway ghost, which is not bad. Hallway ghosts are good for starting out. Although they do walk around a lot, you can do a lot of evidence from the door if you're too scared to go in the house. And I know when I was just starting out, I loved a hallway ghost. Didn't matter what map I was doing, didn't matter how many items I had, I loved a hallway ghost because I hated being in the house. Right, so it's not summoning circle. might be it's a Ouija board. Hello. Cool. Now I'm going to leave that there for now. I do want to use it, but I don't want to leave just my items down here. So we found everything but the bone. I often walk over it. The bone is a really good one to find if you're just starting out because it will give you a fair bit of money, both for taking a photo and for collecting it. And the bone is often in very strange places, like on top of a car. Now, you may have heard that door touch in the background. We're going to go quickly find what door that was, because it can help us narrow down exactly where the ghost is. I think it was one of these. Ooh, I didn't get there in time. Alright. This is a strange spot to get EMF. Light switch maybe? No? Okay. I'm gonna leave that there. Or not. I don't usually like leaving my camera behind because if the ghost does an event where it shows itself, you want to be ready to find... You want to be ready to snap that photo, because that is where you're going to get a ton of money. Now the next items I usually go with are the book and dots. The reason I go with the book fairly early on, blinkety blink, I go with the book early on because it's one of the hardest pieces of evidence to get in the current version of the game. And I go with dots because you can pretty much set it up passively and then go get a camera and walk away. Now, if you're not sure, if the ghost is doing like lots of little spikes of activity, but not any big spikes of activity, there's a very good chance that you might be able to rule out EMF 5. Because the activity chart in the truck is a blinkety blink. This ghost really likes blinking lights. Is a measurement of all activity in the house. Just gonna place that there. There we go. So we found the bone. We found the cursed item. Apparently forgotten how to use torch. Alright. So we can try and work out spirit box now. Are you there? Are you close? Can you hear me? Are you here? Are you close? Are you here? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you close? Are you there? Okay. My mouse keeps double clicking. Ooh, something got thrown. Alright, so I don't think it's going to be spirit box. Provided that it is actually in hallway. I also don't think it's going to be EMF 5 because we're getting... Yeah, there's that little throw. That's a little EMF 2 spike. So we can start ruling out some pieces of evidence. For instance, we know that it's probably not fingerprints unless it's an obake. I'll come back to that later. And we know it's probably not EMF 5 or spirit box, which means it could be ghost orbs, which would be seen on the camera. And it could be dots, which we could also see from the camera. Could also be the writing book. Now ghost orbs I'm probably gonna go and pick up the camera and walk around and find manually inside, just because they can be really hard to see from the truck, especially if I've left the lights on. Amateur hour. You gonna do dots? You gonna give me dots? No dots? No? Okay. Shame it's not fingerprints too, by the way. I'm gonna take in the UV torch. I don't think it can be in a bucket. Okay. So probably no point taking in the UV torch. The thing about the Obake, it has evidence, has fingerprints as an evidence, but it also has a small chance to hide its fingerprints. So if you don't get fingerprints once, not always a genius idea to completely rule it out right from the beginning. You want to suspend a little bit of disbelief and look for those fingerprints a couple times. going to... Let's have a look for orbs. When you're looking for orbs, you probably want to do it with the lights off, unfortunately. And I'm really bad at finding orbs. It's really hard for me to see. So you want to do it with the lights off, the torch off. And you're just looking for like a little particle, a little snowball that seems to defy gravity. I'm not seeing any orbs. I'm seeing a lot of door touches though. Alright, so I'm going to leave the lights off, here at least. But I am going to go place this back down here. And I'm going to rotate a little bit. Mate, that is so many door touches. What are you doing? There you go. Alright, so I'm thinking that it's probably writing as an evidence. It's not giving EMF for very long, which is a little sus. Probably writing in dots as an evidence. Now dots you can see, for most ghosts at least, with the naked eye. You're just standing here, you'll be able to get dots. And it kind of looks like a shadowy shape walking towards you. Oop, that was a ghost event. Alright, that's nice. It's basically the ghost telling us to go piss off. Now, the thing you've got to be careful with ghost events is they can, on the chart, if I didn't see that was a ghost event, then that could be misinterpreted as an EMF 5 spike. The other thing you want to be careful is that ghost events are essentially the ghost's way of targeting your sanity directly. Anytime you get a ghost event, your sanity will drop by a certain degree. There are ways that you can mitigate that. For instance, if you see the ghost event coming, you can try and avoid being struck by it, hit by it, avoid being in the area when it happens, and I'm going to close these doors. You can avoid getting hit by it, and apparently it doesn't reduce your sanity. I don't know how true that is. Like, this ghost loves doors. Right. Now I'm going to turn on a couple lights out here, make it a bit easier to see. But I'm going to leave the lights off in the ghost room just to see if it increases the activity at all. It definitely seems to be doing something. And we're going to go down and we're going to go get the Ouija board. And I'm going to ask the ghost how old it is. And the reason for that... How old are you? 9. 96. Goodbye? Always say goodbye at the end of using the Ouija board. Now the reason I asked how old the ghost is because one of the ghosts that can be, is a Fae. And a Fae, apparently... Oh! Did you see that little shadowy thing that just tried to run out the door? That's dots. A Fae will age the longer you are in the room with it. Now I don't know how true this next part is, but apparently if you ask the ghost how old it is routinely and it's a Fae, it will give older and older answers throughout. The older it gets, the older the number. So it's 96 at the moment. You do have to be near the Fae for it to age though. Now, I'm pretty sure that I saw dots, like 90% sure that I saw dots. That little spectral figure that tried to run out the door, it's like the ghost just tried to escape the house. Yep, there we go. Cool, saw that. 100% that's dots. So in order to prove that it's a Fae, we need writing, I believe. I don't think it's freezing. We've been in the room for a while. I don't think it's freezing. Freezing you'll see when you get frozen breath. But this is really cool. I actually get to test whether or not it is a Fae. By just hanging around the ghost for a little bit longer. And I'm going to turn on the lights to try and preserve my sanity a bit. But if we just hang around the ghost a little bit longer, it should age. And we can again ask how old it is. And hopefully get a different answer and prove if this particular theory is correct. Ooh, ghost event? Yep, ghost event. Alright. Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? Do not be... Shit. I think we might be about to die. Yep. Alright. So remember what I said about ghost events lowering sanity. Ah. Well, I was right. It was a they. We got no money for that. Because of course we died. 3 ghost events. One of which was walking towards me. And I really tried to get the ghost photo there, but unfortunately the 2 ghost events back to back just wiped out my sanity enough for it to hunt. The Fae can early hunt if it is young enough. And its initial age, like telling me it's 96, is not actually an indicator of how old or young it is, mechanically speaking. So, I mean, it can... If it tells you it's 105, it can still hunt very early. That was not great, I'm going to be honest. Not great at all. Worst part is we have to actually go back. To get the objective, we have to actually go back with starter items again. Because we have to survive. Oh my goodness, here we go. Okay. Well, this is an exercise in humility today. Gregory West. Nice. Objective number 2 is motion sensor again. Sorry, EMF again. It's nice. We get to redeem ourselves. And this time the breaker is in the basement. Always check where that breaker is. Oh, and I didn't get to check if the Fae ages. That's sad. So the reason I died there, I did not react quick enough. Initially I thought that the hunt was going to be another ghost event. And by the time I realized it was a hunt, I did not... holding a camera instead of a torch, and I tried to turn my torch off and failed. If you leave your equipment on, the ghost, you're basically dead. If you leave your equipment on, you're gonna die. Oh, we got a mirror this time. Nice. Always get a photo of that. If you can turn your equipment off quick enough, then there's a chance the ghost won't necessarily be able to follow you straight away. And even if it does, breaking line of sight can help you build some distance. Most ghosts will speed up if they are within line of sight. If they're not within line of sight, then they're a bit slower, which is always nice. So again, it's pretty much the same as before. We're looking for bone. We've already got the cursed object, which is that mirror. In here. It's in the laundry. I always walk right over it. Voodoo doll will be up here on the bin. I don't really like the voodoo doll. It's not my favourite. Anything, it's probably my least favourite. And on amateur you get all the hiding spots, which makes it even more embarrassing that I just died. Gonna be bored again? Not bored again, okay. Music box then, because it's... we checked for everything else. And now I get to see with the music box. I am not going to use the music box. Wait, no, it was a mirror, wasn't it? What am I doing? We're looking for bones. Bones, bones, bones. So, actually, the ghost isn't in here. Might end up being my hiding spot, so I might have that. I always check these rooms last, because I do prefer the ghost. Ooh. That was probably my mouse. My mouse has this weird tendency to double click a lot. I think I need to get a new mouse. Okay, probably my mouse. But if it only happens in that room, could Could be a mare. So a mare has this rare ability to instantly turn off a light that you've just turned on. Mares do not like the light. They will actively try to get away from light. They will hunt slower in the light. I have not found a bone yet. Have I just missed it? But then on the other side of that, they will hunt earlier in the dark. Have I walked right over it again? I do that a lot. Might be in the basement. Just missed it. Hello? Bone? Any bones? Bones, bones, bones? No? This is a really good hide. Get it. Damn it. Too slow. Alright, so that was a red light ghost event. Now, red light ghost events are some of my favorite because they're really freaking cool. But they're also very safe. So the ghost cannot hunt during a red light ghost event. Or at least, sorry, let me specify. There are ghost events and hunts that look very, very similar to one another. That spike is not very high for a ghost event. There are ghost events and hunts that look very, very similar to each other. Oh, I got an interaction instead. Damn it. Okay. But there are two types of ghost events that will never be a hunt. One of them is the red light. The other one is the singing ghost events. It doesn't mean, like, sometimes the ghost will sing during a hunt. That might be its sound effect. But like, if it's singing like nursery rhyme, like Ring a Ring a Rosie, that's a safe song. Now, I don't know if it's necessarily down here, but the only evidence we've got is down here. So, may as well. Oh! I think it probably is down here. That was a freezing temperatures and a bonk on the. I'm gonna leave that there. Can I put that here? No? Apparently I cannot. Okay, we'll just put there. Right, we're gonna go get that EMF and we're gonna go get a UV torch. Let's go get a UV torch because it did a little. You heard that smack? That's it knocking on a cooler. Like a icebox or chili bin. And that's one of the locations that it can leave fingerprints. I do not like basement ghosts. Okay, and the chili bin is over here. Alright, so may not have been in time to get it. It's okay. And is that the bone? No, that's a brush. Leave that there. Go get the UV. Not the UV. Oh my goodness, I'm just saying random items now. I meant the EMF. But I don't know if it's going to be EMF 5 because the board is looking pretty flat. Even with all the activity. So I'm thinking, let's see. Evidence, we've got freezing temperatures. We haven't got EMF 5. I didn't get... Alright, so I don't see any orbs. I don't see any little drifting particles. Not that this is the greatest camera position in the world. But it would... I feel like this would definitely be good enough to show orbs. Unless it's at this end of the room. That would not be great. Let's roll out orbs for now. Which is nice, because it can't be a mimic. Mimic doesn't have orbs. Oh, that's less nice, because it's two of my least favorite ghosts. Alright, we didn't get fingerprints, so I'm thinking possibly a Moroi. Moroi would be Spirit Box. Moroi would be really not great Spirit Box. I hate Spirit Box. hate doing spirit box, especially if it's Moroi. Moroi can curse you using the spirit box. So if you get a spirit box response from a Moroi, your sanity will slowly start to drain. Still haven't found the bone, have I? Now, if you don't like being in the house, little trick for you, leave the book somewhere where you can see it from the camera. It's that way. You'll be able to see if it's been written in. One good thing about a basement ghost is that they tend to be easier to get away from, because if you can change what floor of the building you're on, the ghost has a harder time tracking you. Ah, there we go. Writing. What did I just say? You can see it from here. And it's a demon. Which... wow. Okay, so the demon... the demon will hunt at 70% sanity, but it also has an incredibly rare ability to hunt at any point. It will just target a player and just start a hunt, even if you're on 100% sanity. I don't think we got bone, did we? We didn't. But you know what? I need a win, so I might call it there, just because the last one we got cocky. Although demon would be fingerprints. Ah, no, Morais do writing too? Really? Alright, we're going in with the spirit box. I hate spirit box, and I hate Moroi. I hate Moroi and I hate spirit box. Alright. This is our attack plan. We're gonna test spirit box. As soon as we get spirit box, we're out of there. We're running. Because I don't want to mess with a Moroi. Hate this. Are you here? Can you hear me? Are you here? Are you close? Well, I'm out. It's a Moroi. Bye. I'll turn off my torch as we're running, just in case. Alright, so I wasn't in the house long enough. We're on amateur. I keep forgetting I'm playing on amateur. But it is indeed a Moroi. We did not get a bone photo. We did not get a ghost photo. Those are sad things, but we did, however, guess the ghost. We got to see some cool writing evidence on the camera. And maybe now we can actually buy some items that will make this job a little bit easier. So we're going to move up to intermediate. Photos are where most of your money will come in. What was the ghost event? Oh, the red light ghost event. Was there a red light ghost event in this? Or was that last game? No, it was this game, wasn't it? I don't remember. I'm having a mind blank. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. 21 interactions. You know, the easier the game, the less money you're going to get. But it will make it a lot easier to get, like, just to get used to the game, I guess. Which is something I still struggle with. Why I'm getting this objective a lot today. Good, we've got a crucifix. We don't have any candles, unfortunately, do we? No, we don't. Or lighters. Well, the smudge sticks are useless then. Why did I not buy a lighter? But we can do EMF, which is nice. Okay. And I should have... No, never mind. I should have probably have bought a second camera. It's like I said, that's when most of your money is going to come in. It's usually a very good idea to have that second camera, because you can get rewarded for up to 10 photos. And if you've only got 5 photos, where's the break? I didn't check. If you've only got the 5 photo capacity, you're not going to be able to get the perfect game or the full reward that's potential to you. It's in the garage. Nice. So things that you can take photos of include like interactions. If it goes through something or knocks on something, you can take that photo. Oh, that's nice. Check that out. That's a jawbone right there. Cool. I would probably have walked over that a lot. And we've got tarot cards as the first object. Just a nice starter. And I've suddenly got a cat in my lap. Hate that noise. Okay. So, oh, hello. This ghost is saying hello. Ghost. What did you... just a door touch? Like I said, always check. Not a door touch. Wow, that was a wasted photo. Okay. I think it threw that can down there. That can is not as it should be. I'm surprised that wasn't a door touch though, because I thought I heard it. So it's probably, it's either in here, or could still be in this dining area. Some ghosts can reach quite far, like they can move objects through walls. They can't move through walls themselves, but they can move objects through walls. The mimic, no sorry, not the mimic, the other one, the other nasty one, the twins. The twins has this fun little habit moving stuff super far away from it, which is how it emulates two ghosts. This is an excellent hiding spot if ever you get that one, by the way. Such a rare one to get. Did I find the cursed object yet? Mate, my memory is shockingly bad. Voodoo doll will be in there, by the way. No one's ever looking for it. No, we found the bone. Didn't find the cursed object. Why am I still looking for the bone then? Alright. So the only evidence we've found is in here. Light switch touch? No? Just a lot of random EMF. Random EMF makes me nervous. For a few reasons. You are being adorable, Harlow. She's currently using my gaming arm as a pillow. Now, although there's not really much point in it yet, I'm gonna go and drop a crucifix in. I haven't got any evidence, but it will be nice to keep us alive as long as possible. And I mean, most likely it's not a ghost that can hunt early or yet, but also most likely I am crap at this game, and every bit of help helps. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take a risk and leave that there. I'm gonna try and remember that I've left it there on the site. Yep. I'm gonna go get a couple more items. Hello. My little gaming cat. Take the UV. Because I have a feeling I'm... Hey, does anyone else get this where the ghost just becomes inactive for long periods of time? It just dies. Ghost just dies in the butt. Can we cheat? Oh, we can cheat. Oh, that's so not fair. Don't try this at home, kids. I mean, the light's on, so that's not gonna help. I try not to cheat. Even when I'm doing really, really badly. I try really hard not to cheat. It's hard to fight that urge, you know. Have we got... Oh yeah, we found both bone and cursed item. Yeah, nice. The tarot cards are a really fun item to get because you can use it. You can use it to help you find the ghost room. because you can use it to force interactions and ghost events. It also has the potential to kill you outright. It's like a 1% chance, but it's like still, the chance is still there. Oh, because I've got the UV torch, don't I? Right. And it has the chance to initiate a hunt straight away. Cursed hunt. Cursed hunt is a hunt that is longer than a standard hunt. Loading book, look at that. Okay, no fingerprints as yet. I drop this. Yep. I'm making a big assumption that it is actually in that room. May not be. Left the light on again. It's a rookie mistake. Okay. So I've got the writing book there. You can see it sort of hovering on the back of the flatbed. I'm going to take in dots. And I might take in a second. Sanity is still very high, so this ghost is very inactive. I'm taking a second camera. Try and position it. Look at this. What is this? What's the least active ghost? Shade, maybe? I mean, a shade should be doing stuff while you're not there. Shades are one of the more frustrating ghosts because they will be very inactive, especially when you are in their room. Ghost event. Oh, are you not in the garage? Are you actually in here? Is that in here? No? Right. Leave that camera there then. I mean, the ghost could teleport to you and do a ghost event. Wait, it's orbs. So you can see in that top left corner, it's very, very hard to see, mind you, but there's like a little dust mote. Wait for it. Maybe that was just a... No, there we go. See? There's a little dust mote in that top left corner of the screen. It's very hard to see with this light level. That is orbs. Ghost orbs. Remember, could still be a mimic. Mimics do not have ghost orbs listed as one of their evidence pieces, but they do give ghost orbs. Okay, so there's quite a few things that it could still be. Raiju would not be fun. Do not like Raiju. Alright, so now we can confirm it is actually in that room. Where did I... Do I still have the dots projector? Do. Okay, so let's go set up dots. We can move that camera into the room as well. And then we can test for spirit box. So we're still on 80% sanity, remember. Which is very high. I don't think there's anything that can hunt at that level. Unless it's a demon again, but it's got... I don't think it's going to be a demon. Most of my hiding spaces are actually in this room. This one's working. Oh, freezing. Are you here? Can you hear me? Are you close? Are you here? Are you close? Can you hear me? Alright, now as we know I don't like spirit box, so I'm gonna Alright, so it's freezing. You saw the breath. Very nice. Revenant, Urate, Huntu, or an Onryo. Earlier I said that I was suspicious of random EMF. Like, if you're just walking around, you get a random EMF. And the reason for that is that yeah, so you can see the orb a little bit easier in the top left now. The reason for that is that a Rev... Or am I thinking of something else? I guess some of them goes mixed up. No, a Revenant doesn't give footprints. What am I thinking of? Wraith. No, I'm thinking Wraith. Okay, that's fine. Wraiths I do not like. Wraiths will sometimes... They will teleport to you. And when they do, they will give you random EMF without anything immediately nearby happening. Eyes on dots. Not that actually, can it even be dots? We should probably check that. Actually turn that off. Alright, so anytime you're looking for dots on the camera, if you want to check the journal, you can turn sideways like that and you can still see dots. So can it be dots? Yes, it could be a Ure. EMF 5 is not going to happen. Fingerprints. Fingerprints. Why is it double clicking? Yeah, Huntu. Writing would be Rev. And not Spirit Box. That's one of those. Fingerprints, writing, dots. Right, so at some point we're going to have to go back in and check the book. I think I can still see the book there. It's not moving. Sanity is still decently high. That could actually be an EMF 5. So maybe... No, EMF 5, it can't be EMF 5. So that's a ghost event. Or it's doing something with an EMF 3. Oh, it's moved a little. See how its orbs are now closer to the front of the room? So on higher levels, the ghost will wander. It will roam into potentially different rooms. On lower levels, it's much less likely to do that. I'm not even sure that it can do that on amateur. But definitely on professional it does. Oh, it's turned off the breaker. That's fun. Not surprising. Given that the breaker is in the same room as it. The glow sticks are good because they give a nice ambient light, so that makes it much easier to search for fingerprints on various objects. Although there's not a lot of the things that it can give fingerprints off in here. It's really just the door and the light switch. I'm going to leave this here so that it illuminates the light switch, so if it does do anything on the light switch, we know it. And the only other thing that I need is my camera, just in case it does an event. So we're looking for fingerprints and dots. Writing. Give me a sign. What's the ghost name? Shelley Lancaster. Shelley Lancaster. Give me a sign. Touching the light switch would be very nice because it would potentially give fingerprints. Writing would be very sexy. Okay, I think we've just got a Ure ability. Is that a ghost photo? Did I get the ghost photo, by the way? Did. Very nice. So I think we just got a Ure ability. Whew, heart's pounding. So I don't think it's going to be writing. I think it's going to be dots. Now the Ure has... One of two things just happened there. Ure has an ability where it will start a ghost event by closing a door all the way. Most ghosts can't do that. Most ghosts will close the door a little bit, and then if they touch it again, it can close all the way, or if you bump into it, then it has collision for a little bit and you can close it all the way. That's one thing that may have happened. I backed into the door after the ghost touched it, may have triggered it closing all the way. But the Ure has an ability where it will close the door all the way right before doing a ghost event like that, where it walks up to you. Now, if it's Ure, it will be dots. We've got dots in there. It just needs to do it. Just needs to give me dots. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Shelly. Come on, Shelly. You can do it. Shelly Lancaster. It's my sanity. 60%. 60% is a little bit dicey. Starting to get down. Nothing here can hunt early. Should be alright, and I could take a sanity pill. I don't want to get hunted. I do have one more photo. Would be nice to get an interaction. See, if I guess you're right here and I'm wrong, egg on my face. I don't know if it's going to be fingerprints. It's not touching enough for me to check. I'm also not in the room enough. Okay, let's take a pill. Sandy pills. Lovely. 94. Let's take some. Wait, it's touching a lot now. It's moved again. It's touching. Okay, it's doing a lot. Let's go and check and see if it's fingerprints. Alright, well, it's not writing. I think I might need to just say dots, just for the sake of it. Oh, that was helpful. Shelley Lancaster. Give me a sign. Shelley Lancaster, give me a sign. I heard that, but I didn't see it. No idea what that was. Give me some dots, Shelley. Shelley Lancaster, give me a sign. Shelley Lancaster, I'm getting bored. You want to be friends? You want to be friends? Want to be friends with me? Are you lonely? Think maybe you're shy? You're very shy. Alright. I'm just gonna assume you're a... Bye, Shelley. No writing. No fingerprints. Alright, I'm gonna circle Ure, because there's no writing, and I couldn't find fingerprints. Not that there was... Where are the orbs gone? Oh, they're all the way over there now. Which means it's right over the dots projector. Just do dots! Come on! I believe in you! Or write in the book. One or the other. Just give me something. This ghost, mate. Sometimes you get a ghost that's just an absolute psycho, and other times you get a ghost that's just does not want to play. Alright, we're just going to assume it's a Euro. I'm drawing a conclusion based on one happenstance with a door that could very much have been me backing into it, as well as a lack of any other concrete evidence.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
It was fingerprints, but I never bloody touched anything. And that happens. That happens. You can see that even, like, I didn't get the ghost right, which sucks. But even so, I got like, $90 is not much, but for intermediate, it's not bad when you're getting the ghost wrong. And most of that did indeed come from the photos. You want to make sure you're getting those photos. Ugh. Do I have the patience to do one more? We're going to try that again. Intermediate. Willow Street. Love me some Willow. Last game. Win or lose. Hopefully win. Because, I mean, losing is one thing. Dying is not fun. Dying would suck. Dying would kind of put us right the way back. Smudge stick we can do. Ghost event is really just a matter of waiting. Motion sense we can't do. Ellen Everly. Oh, and I forgot to buy another camera. Again. That's okay, we're not exactly sticking around to take a lot of photos anyway. So, I guess that's alright. Breaker is in the garage again. And it's windy. Hey, it's really loud wind. Hopefully the audio's okay. I've got the... I normally have the, on a music box. I normally have the audio down. Oop, that was me. Normally I have the audio down a little bit further. That's a whole spine. To be sure that the balancing is right, but I thought, given it's just me, not playing with any friends who can talk really loud. Ooh, hi. Thank you. But I might turn the volume up a bit so that you can enjoy the wonder of ghost hunting. Right. Okay then. Are we in this room? Very probably, unless you're twins. Let's turn that light on. Got the bone. Got the cursed item. We just need to do some objectives. That is a good hiding spot. I like that one. Provided the ghost doesn't follow you into the room. If the ghost follows you into the room, you're kind of screwed. So you've got to, again, like I was saying earlier, break line of sight early. Let's get that in there. Can you take another item? No, because we brought our camera, because we were a fool. You know what? I'm not going to take this in. I'm not going to be a pansy. Let's get this one in instead. And then we can get the book. Oops. Getting a ghost in this back bedroom is always interesting. Alright, we're just going to dump that there. You can see pretty much everything. I'm really hoping it's in that room. I'm making a big assumption on one tiny piece of EMF. And we're going to leave my camera there, which is a risk. Generally, I don't like leaving the camera too far away from the ghost room because the ghost is, again, like I was saying earlier, if it does a ghost event and I don't have my camera, that just, you know, that just annoys the crap out of me. Let's see. Any orbs? Orbies? Any dusties? Any snowdrops? Fairies? 9? Nothing? You're gonna be one of those ghosts. Okay, fine. Fine. I see how it is. I'm gonna take these instead. What is that? Ghost event. Potential EMF 5 that I just missed. Could just be an EMF 3, which would be a ghost event. 4. So the activity truck isn't necessarily 100% accurate. It will show a result that is either on par, 1 point lower, 1 point higher. So if you're getting an EMF 3, for example, door touch, okay. If you're getting an EMF 3, for example, it could potentially be a 5 or a 3. 5, there we go. Okay, nice. Got that. And we're gonna go get the camera to do that. See if it's... I don't... Hey, close that door just before the event too. Is the game rewarding me with a Euro? Not gonna deny. Heart's pounding a little bit now. Alright, so we've pretty much got everything that we need in there. We can smudge it. Oh, we know it's EMF 5 actually. So no, it can't be a Euro. Okay, so we're going to set up here so that we can still see dots, just in case. We're gonna tick off EMF 5. And we're gonna hope it's not a wraith. Dots. Hey, that's why we set up that. Ooh, we're gonna door touch. It'd still be fingerprints, so we should go in and check for. Oh wait, hang on. Check the photos. Interaction. I didn't get the ghost photo. I didn't get that in time either. So we should still go in and see if it's fingerprints using the UV light. Got lots of sanity. Like this as well. So we got a door touch at the back there. We know that we got a door touch, and we know that it likes to turn off breakers. Oh no, breaker's still on. I just did not turn on the light. Alright, so probably not fingerprints. Alright, so we've got the writing book in there. Can you hear me? Are you here? Are you here? Can you hear me? Are you close? Are you close? Can you hear me? Are you here? Are you a little pansy? It's a little pansy. Oops, no, don't leave that on. That's gonna annoy the crap out of me. So probably not spirit box then. What have we got? Got EMF 5. Got dots. EMF 5, dots. Probably not going to be writing. And probably not going to be fingerprints. Right, so I don't think it actually can be writing at this point. Can it? No, okay, so it's not writing. Probably not fingerprints. I haven't seen freezing temps. It's nothing. Could still be freezing temps. Could still be an Oni. Hey. I feel like it would be freezing by now. Maybe we need to just go hang out in the ghost room. We go hang out in the ghost room? Is that what we're gonna go do? And I may as well take, just in case, because I didn't get in there super quick, so maybe the fingerprints disappeared. I don't think they could. And then let's go drop this in. Then we can come back for a smudge stick and smudge the room. Smudge sticks have a lot of uses, really. The primary use that you would obviously use a smudge stick for is protecting yourself. If the ghost is hunting and you smudge, then you create a little barrier around yourself that protects you very, very briefly. Like, we're talking a couple seconds here. The other thing that it can do is make the ghost more active. You smudge the room the ghost is in, the ghost will, momentarily at least, mate, I'm really bad at this, become very active. Smudging the ghost will also prevent it. No. Or from hunting for a set period of time. For most ghosts, it's 180 seconds. The demon will only be prevented for 60 seconds, and the spirit will be prevented for a full 3 minutes. So if you're within hunting range, and you're wondering if it's a spirit or not, what you can do is smudge it, and then time it to see how long it takes before it decides to try to kill you. Okay, we're gonna go smudge the room. That was such a long dot. So it looks like it's doing like a little a sprint. It's like they've taken the little Wii Mii's, you know, the Nintendo Wii Mii's, the little gym instructors, the yoga instructors. It's like they've taken one of those. Oh my god, this ghost wants to listen to the radio so badly. Oh, that was another door touch. I heard that. Drop that. Pick up this. Wait a second, what door was that? I'm still not getting fingerprints. So I'm thinking it's almost certainly not fingerprints as evidence. Alright. Smudge. What city is so smudged? Turn that off. Alright. And we're essentially... I don't think it's fingerprints. I'm going to rule out fingerprints. We're essentially looking for freezing, right? Easiest way to check for freezing is just to kind of double back on yourself. And that way you'll be able to see your breath if it ever pops up. I'm not seeing freezing either. Oh! Sneaky! Fingerprints on the back of the door! You sneaky shit. I did not know that they could do that. This is probably why I've been missing fingerprints a lot lately, because I'm pretty sure that was not always a thing. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Alright. Well, that's a yes to fingerprints, which means it's a Goryo. Nice. So, fun fact about Goryos, they do give dots, and on Nightmare mode they are going to give their force dots. So Nightmare mode, FYI, Ghost will only ever give 2 pieces of evidence. They always hide 1 piece. Goryos have force dots, which means that they're always going to do dots. And the reason for that is that they have a fun little gimmick, where you can only see dots through the camera, and when you're not in the room. Camera can be in the room, or you can be watching from the camera from outside the room. So if I was outside that door, for example, I could be watching through the camera. And it just turned on the light. Very nice. That was nice of it. So we could potentially get fingerprints on the light switch now too, by the way. But yeah, so if I was in the room and looking for dots, I'd never ever find it. Nice! Okay, well that was... We didn't get a ghost photo, unfortunately. We got this interaction instead. And we got a wasted photo there. Just because I didn't know what the fingerprints were. But we did get the bone, we got a couple interactions. A 1-star interaction's not great. So we should get a little bit of money. And, of course, we got the ghost. We got a couple of objectives as well. I'm going to call that a definite win. Did circle it. Yeah, good. Nothing worse than guessing the ghost correctly but not circling it in the book. Ah, alright, well that was 2 for 2. That's alright.
Welcome back.
120 bucks is very, very nice. Oh, and still, even, even guessing the ghost correctly, the big money did definitely come from photos. No, very, very nice. So before I sign off for today, I am absolutely going to be buying a second photo cam. Thank you very much. And oh my god, in celebration, this little guy just evolved. That's nice. What a day, huh? Anyway, if you enjoyed watching that, I hope you did. I definitely enjoyed. Oh, I didn't know that you could do that. I definitely enjoyed playing that, frustrating as it was at times.
Welcome back.
Getting
This
killed a
job's
lot.
ready for you.
Reach 0 sanity. No, thank you. Don't think I will be doing that. Remember to, show your appreciation if you do want to see more content like this. Leave a comment if you want to see something more of something, less of something. If you think that I could be improving in any different way, maybe I enunciate better, maybe the volume's too loud. Hopefully I'll be playing with friends again very, very soon. So the chaos that always unfolds during one of those events will definitely be entertaining to watch. So hopefully see you again soon. Bye.